Hi, my name is Danielle Neufer, and I'm a public school teacher, a mindful schools instructor, and a former Aevidum advisor. I'm coming to you today to offer you some mindfulness practices that I like to call Aevidum Mind. So please sit back and enjoy this practice of acceptance. Today's theme is all about acceptance, and acceptance is just allowing things to be the way they are. Today we're going to focus on accepting of our breath, our body, and sound. So what I'd like you to do today is to get into a comfortable seated position. You could also be lying down, and come to a space that's neither too tight nor too relaxed. And allow yourself to just focus on your breath. Your breath, and where you feel the breath the most, is called your anchor. And I'd like you to just take a moment to just feel where you feel your breath the most. That anchor spot in your either abdomen or your nose or your lungs, and just feel that space where you feel the breath the most. And you may notice that things begin to pull your attention away. You can always return to your breath. So I'd like you for just a moment to bring your attention to the sounds inside the room. You could also focus on the sounds outside the room. Just allow yourself to simply listen to the sounds that you hear without judgment. Remember, we're focusing on acceptance. So just without judgment, just focus on those sounds, whatever you can hear at this moment. And now allow yourself to let go of the sounds in the room and bring your attention to your body. And just notice if there are any sensations that are really calling to you, really calling out and trying to get your attention. We don't want to make a judgment about these sounds or these body sensations. We simply want to notice them for what they are. So just let your awareness go to those body sensations. You might notice yourself jumping from sensation to sensation. There might be one that grabs your attention. Just notice it with curiosity, with acceptance. You don't need to make up a story about why it's there or why this ache or pain is bothering you. Just allow yourself to feel your body. We'll just rest there for a couple moments, just allowing yourself to pay attention to your body at this moment. Now come back to your breathing. Come back to that anchor, the space where you felt your breath the most. And I want you to just think about what's happening in your mind. So just stay with your breath, one breath at a time, but observe what you're thinking and what may be pulling your attention away from your breath. If you notice your mind getting lost in thought, just simply note the lost in thought as wandering or thinking, and then redirect your attention back to your breath. We don't want to judge ourselves for being lost in thought. We simply want to come back to the breath, come back to that anchor. And you may also notice that during this time, a sound or a body sensation or a thought will just take you off into losing your breath. Allow yourself to just explore that, to accept that that's happening, and then once you realize that that moment has happened, return to the breath. It's that constant ebb and flow, back and forth, sitting, focusing on your breath, allowing yourself to wander, and then returning to the breath. All accepting that this is what's happening and this is how our mind and our bodies work. And now once again, notice your whole body sitting here. And allow yourself to come back to the breathing one last time. And just tune into the shape and the posture and the movement of your body sitting here. And let yourself relax. And if it feels comfortable, you can put your hand on your heart and wish yourself well. May I be happy and at ease. May I be free from stress and anxiety. May I be peaceful. And allow yourself to consider the possibility that you can come into acceptance of that reality. I'm going to ring the bell, and when you can no longer hear the sound of the bell, you can allow your eyes to open. So thank you so much for participating in that small guided practice on acceptance of our body, our breath, and sound. And what I always like to do for my practices is to give you 3 ways you can actually take this guided practice of us sitting here together and doing that and actually extend it into your classroom and into your real world life. So 3 ways you can do this is you can, number 1, take 3 breaths throughout your day. So that could be something as simple as setting an alarm. You could find those specific points in your day that are natural transitions to just focus on breath awareness. A second one is to actually take a real lunch break and not at your computer. So often we're hunched over, we're working. Can you accept that it's not all going to get done and actually go take a lunch break? Maybe it's walking outside for a couple moments and take care of yourself for a few moments throughout your day. The third is to do something to signify the beginnings and the endings of your day. So some way to get yourself into some kind of morning routine, and then also to transition into the other part of your day after you're done being a classroom teacher. It is nice to create a line between us being in the classroom and outside of the classroom. So that's a third way to bring some acceptance into our everyday lives, that not all things are going to get done at once, and we can create those transitions to care for ourselves a little bit more. So thank you so much for joining me on today's guided mindfulness practice, Aevidum Mind, all about acceptance. I really wish you well in your journey toward acceptance and developing your own Aevidum mind. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye-bye.